Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Peace and blessings. Welcome to my live Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Back again. This right here. Sorry about that. This is going to be my second time on here. I had wanted to go ahead and talk about how melanin, yes, is being used outside the body, but I also want to go ahead and report about all these little young kids are being missing. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this right here. And like I say, this is a lot, guys. We're gonna talk about it, man. This is, over 1,000 school kids have been missing, and wow, and they just say they just vanish. Come on, guys, make it make sense. So let's go ahead and talk about this right here, because you see, you won't get this on bloggers. They don't want to go ahead and talk about stuff like this when it comes to our kids. But this right here, this is my thumbnail right here. um as you can see my back, I'm not trying to tie the two together. It's just, I wanted to go ahead and talk about both topics. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this article right here is by the Daily Mail. So again, guys, welcome to my live Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. The ones that's coming on, and watch the playback. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So let me go ahead and read this article. I want you guys to see this right here. It is coming. This is from the Daily Mail. So let me see if I can pull this up right here. All these kids, guys, and like I say, stuff like that, you're not going to see this on, news that much, or bloggers talking about stuff like this, because you see, drama sells. And if it's not about drama, you're not going to see stuff like this. But let me go ahead and read this article. I mean, nice, beautiful kids, and to say that they just vanish, which I don't understand, because now we are in the age of technology and social media. And I know these kids, they have a Facebook account, TikTok, or their cell phones. And to say that these kids are just vanishing, guys, come on, make it make sense. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's going on out there that really does not make no sense. But if you can go all over the country, and find people, in the cave, like I said, with Bin Laden and all of them right there, but yet right here on American soil, all the technology that we have right now, where we can't find these kids, come on, guys, make it make sense. But this right here, this article is by Daily Mail, and it's just saying mystery as nearly 50 school children go missing in Cleveland in September alone, while over 1,000 have vanished so far this year, in alarming trend that left Ohio cops baffled. Come on, make it make sense. How over 1,000 kids right in the Cleveland area, is missing. It doesn't make no sense, because like I say, we are now in the age of technology. But right here it says that the number of missing and runaway children in October for 2023 is nearly double that of the state, with similar population, sparking panic among parents and police who in the same town can't keep up with the numbers of teenagers running away. In the month alone, they joined the total number of ones the start of the year. And I know, somebody, could have found these kids. This is, just look at this, beautiful kids, and to say that they just vanishing away. Right here it says, while the majority have since returned home, all been accounted for. Cops say many are regular runaways. Kid, just gonna go ahead and vanish without people seeing them. Like I said, this right here is the age of technology. technology. We got our cell phone cameras, and I know people would have spotted these kids, children going missing and running away in 2023 is unusual high. In 2022, Ohio have nearly doubled the number of runaways that state like Georgia, North Carolina, and Illinois, all which have population of between 10 million and 12 million. Look at this right here. And the first one right now, right here, her name is Ayana Graman. And I guess the other one, her name is Tiona, Teonnah, Tompkins, Hompkins, have disappeared in the last few weeks. Now, I just pray to God that, nothing bad had happened to these kids. And they're these two are white. This is Gibeon, Gibeon Hefner, 14, ran away from the foster home where he was staying early in the month. And Camera Gulas, Golias, 17, is also missing. Now he was in the foster home. Now this one right here could be true, but I just don't see the other two that I just showed you, just all of a sudden just have vanished. And right here it says, according to the Ohio Attorney General office, there are now over 45 missing minors in the greater Cleveland area. All have been reported as missing since September the 1st. They joined the total number of 1,072 kids who have been reported missing by their loved ones in the area since the start this year. While police says most are likely runaways, they are struggling to keep up with the demand of anxious parents wanting to find their kids. And for the police to just come out and say that the kids are just runaways, why would they say that? The kids are missing. I wouldn't even, that part right there is very questionable. Nowhere in the world, if I was, a, a policeman or something like that, in authority, I would never sit there and say that they are runaways because you don't know what is happening. That's your assumption. So, like I say, we just have to be mindful of all of this. And it said Newburgh Height Police Chief John Major said earlier this year that cases of missing children between the age of 12 and 17 remain unusual high. For some reason in 2023 we see, which is troubling in parts between, we don't know what's going on with some of these kids. But now this one right here, his name is Keyshawn, 12/9/2007, age now 15, black male, height 5'7", weigh 130, hair color black, Gertrude Avenue. His eyes are brown. And the last time he was seen, he was wearing a black jogging pants and a t-shirt. And there's a reward for him for $10,000. And it says anyone who have that information, please contact Cleveland Police 216-623-5400. So, guys, this is a lot right here, to say that all these kids are being missing, around that area right there. And right here it says Keyshawn Williams, who disappeared on June the 17th this year, was the last seen attending a house party but never returned. Oh my God. The public is our greatest asset. We can't do this without the public. Other missing children, including a 14-year-old Gibeon Hefner, who was last seen on September 12th in American Township, Ohio. According to the missing child report, he was wearing a dark colored t-shirt, jeans, black beanie, and carrying a backpack at that time. Camera, that's the other one. That's the white, the Caucasian one, was last seen in Akron, Ohio on September 2023, but still remained missing. Similar, 16-year-old Elijah Hills disappeared on September 20, from Sandusky, Ohio, and hasn't been seen since. Meanwhile, Ayanna Graham, 17, vanished from North Canton, Ohio on September 23. Police have also advised that if located, she could be approached with caution. Now, I don't know what they mean by that, be approached with caution. I don't know. Maybe it's going missing. But Tiana Thompson was last seen in Cincinnati, Ohio on September the 17th wearing a black shirt, black pants, and white shoes. Maurice Hamrick, 14, Honesty Howard, 16, Elijah Hills, 16, and Chloe Haley, 17, all disappeared within 5 days of each other early this month. Also, and the strange thing about it, guys, is that all this right here is happening in the Cleveland, Ohio. So you know that they have cameras. Man, just let something, like it have like a bank robber or something, happen. Believe it or not, we're going to find them. We got cameras all over the place. Like I said, we are now in the age of technology. It's no more excuses. Got street lights, we got satellites in the space. No way in the world that all this stuff, could happen with all that technology that we have. And right here it says a similar pattern started in May of this year, with as many as 27 children reported missing in the area at the beginning of the month. It's time for people to do a neighborhood watch, man. It's time for our people to start policing our own community and make sure that, you watch your kids when your kids are going to school, talk to them, tell them don't talk to strangers. But like I said, I had made a video trying to connect, no police or whatever, but I'm just saying, I think it was like last month when I had made a video how this young little boy was going outside just to empty his garbage can. His dad had told him to go outside and empty the trash can, and the police went ahead and stopped him. I'm glad that the father was outside watching. And you remember an article where a little young child, he had to go and relieve himself, where he went in the back of his mom car and they stopped him. But like I said, sometimes these people, not strangers, that and they end up getting in the car with these people, and before you know it, they become missing. Because I don't think that a child is just going to just go and get into a stranger's car. It always, and I'm just saying a legend, I'm just talking, guys, I'm just talking. It's most of the time it's people that they know or people that they trust. And I'm just saying that you take it the way that you want to take it. And right here it says a similar pattern. Well, I read that. It says the majority emphasize, I guess that's the detective, I don't know, that he has never seen such high numbers of missing children in his 33 years of career. Nobody. That's why I say, it's time for people to sit there and start policing their community, because we already know a lot of stuff is going on, and we're going to go ahead and talk about all that. But let me go ahead and finish this right here, where it says, unfortunately, most missing children don't make the news because there is usually no Amber Alert. And why? Why is no Amber Alert? Why are we just finally, hearing about all this? You don't see bloggers blogging about it, or, people talking about it. Hey, Star, I see Star is in the house. Thank you, Star. But this right here, this a lot. And like I said, you guys told me to elevate myself. I'm elevating myself. Like I said, make sure you guys hit like, comment, and share these videos, because this right here, you're not going to find too many bloggers or news media. They're not going to talk about stuff like this, because most of these kids, like I said, they already done counted us out as is already. But like I said, we're not worrying about them. you know uh all these social media outlet that we are on right now, these platforms, we don't need these big old huge social media like news, to go ahead and report about our kids. We could do it ourselves now because I have seen bloggers. I mean, bloggers. If something happened to something that is interesting to them, oh, they own their job. They got lawyers and attorneys. They own the job. And believe it or not, they gonna find exactly what they're looking for. But if it's something that is not really interesting them, it's not interesting to them, they're not going to go ahead and they're not going to talk about it. But let's go ahead and continue. Right here it says, and unfortunately, most missing children don't make the news because there is usually no Amber Alert, said majority, discussing the cases as silent crime happening right under our nose. And this right here got to stop because look, these are some, I mean, very nice, healthy looking kids. Ain't no way in the world that they have, any excuse to go ahead and run away because you can see that these kids are well taken care of. And there's a strict criteria that you have to have reasonable belief that there has been an abduction, but they are kids. So I thought that once a child is being missing for a couple of hours, then they should be right on it, and that the child is in immediate danger of serious bodily harm or death, injury or death. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost told News 5 Cleveland that insistence often happen throughout the process, such an update report. Just look at these kids right here. Just look. My God, he said now what we know is where we look behind the numbers. Some of these represent repeat runaways, and local police have taken talking about that. I don't think that these kids right here, guys, you can't tell me that these kids are runaways. And even if they are runaways, they can be found because we have all the technology out right now where we can zoom in anything. So right there, the devil is a liar. So guys, let me go ahead and cover that. And let me go ahead and click out on this right here because like I said, what we are doing right now, we are elevating ourselves. We are talking about some real issues. We're not talking about these reality shows, not yet. Like I said, some of these reality shows is just a distraction to keep us from talking about what's really going on out there. So now that we talked about all this, guys, make sure you hit like, comment, and share these videos. Please share these videos. And this is where we are right now. Like I said, we done buck dance, we done did all this other stuff. Now it's time for us to get serious because while we out there entertaining these people, as you can see right here, is working overtime on us. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about melanin. Yes, melanin. Melanin is now, guys, is a multi-million-dollar industry. Do you hear what I said? And the thing about it is that it's now being used outside of the body where they are using in, I mean, different things. You're going to be surprised. I have a list of all the stuff, all the things that melanin now is being used for. So melanin now is on a high demand. And the thing about it is that, let me see if I can go ahead and pull this article up right here, where, let me pull this up right here. Yes, melanin is a high demand business, a multi-million-dollar business. And like I said, they saying that they using synthetic melanin. Now, I talked about that on several of my channels. Now, you know good and well that people wants the real deal. And I'm gonna just say it like that. They wants the real deal. When you go into the pharmacist and they actually, do you want generic pills? No, I don't want no generic pills. I want the real pills. And it's just like when you guys want all these designer clothes. You don't want no knockoff handbags. You want the real stuff. So they say they are using synthetic. So let's go ahead and pull this up right here. This article right here, where it says a team of scientists from the University of California, San Diego, and two other universities universities have received a 5-year, $7.5 million grant. Do you hear me? From the U.S. Department of Defense. Now, we can't even get our reparation, but yet they have money to spend on all this other stuff. Like I said, guys, something is not right in the paint, in the buttermilk. Something is not going on. $7.5 million grant, the U.S. Department of Defense, to unravel the fundamental properties of melanins, just to do research on melanins, a family of natural pigment found in skin, hair, eyes, and even the plumage of brightly color. Now, the U.S. Department of Defense is giving these universities $7.5 million grant to do research on melanin. Now, right there, guys, that right there is enough to wake up. That's enough to wake up. Wake up. And you know good and well, we are walking around with all that melanin in our body. And like I said, trying to sit there and bleach it out while these people know that you are like liquid gold. You are more valuable than you think you are. They'll tell you that you are thugs, you are nobodies, you are nothing, but yet they know everything from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet is worth more than you can imagine. But yet, what we do, we try to sit there and we try to hand over our birthrights. I don't want another person of color ever sitting there telling, oh, we at the bottom. Oh, they look at us, I don't like my nose. I don't like my color. I don't want to hear another person say that, because it's time for us to educate ourselves. Our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Let's go ahead and read a little bit of this right here. I mean, we are more valuable. Everything about us is valuable, but we don't know that. We don't know. But right here, uh, it says right here, this article, I think from UC San Diego, author Robert Monroe. It says right here, I'm not going to read all this right here, but it says a team of scientists from the University of California, San Diego, and two other universities, which I read that already, has received a 5-year, $7.5 million grant from the U.S. Department of Defense to unravel the fundamental properties of melanins, a family of natural pigment found in skin, hair, eyes, and even the plumage of brightly colored birds. So they saying, I guess they're gonna do the research with the plants and the birds. That's where they're getting the synthetic melanin. But let me go. I want to go ahead and read this part right here. I'm gonna skip that paragraph and read this right here, where it says, now listen real good, guys. Listen. It says the project is being funded by the Air Force Office of Scientific Research under the Defense Department Multidisciplinary Resources Initiative, or MURI program, which the goal of using this natural pigment to develop new kinds of advanced materials. Did you hear what I said? They are using melanin to advance different types of materials, different types of projects. Listen, melanin, yes, right here, guys. Did you hear what I said? Now, what I'm going to do right now, I want to read to you, yes, indeed, all the different things that they are putting melanin in outside of the body. Outside of the body, what melanin is being used for. Now, you're going to be surprised. Wait till you hear this one right here, Star. Number one, melanin will be used in solar panel. Now, I'm going to say allegedly, but this is the research that I have gotten. where they say melanin is going to be used in solar panel. Did you hear what I said? You know the solar panels that's outside on top of our roofs? They say melanin has been investigated for its potential use in the development of more efficient and sustainable solar panel. Researchers have explored using synthetic melanin to capture and convert sunlight into electricity. Now, do you actually think that they're going to use synthetic melanin? Now, all this right here is saying what synthetic melanin is being used for. Okay. Now, while we out here trying to bleach it out of us, hate the color that we are, but not knowing that what you taking out is liquid gold. Like I said, you guys are selling your birthrights. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun, guys. Now wait for this one right here. Number two, photo protection. Melanin ability to absorb and disperse UV radiation has inspired the development of sunscreens and protection coating. Some companies are incorporating synthetic melanin into products or providing enhanced UV protection. Did you hear what I said? To enhance, like pictures, like art, maybe like old photos, how they can add more color to it, but what they're using melanin. Yes. Number three is materials science. Melanin unique chemical and physical properties such as in high stability and electrical conductive have led to its exploration in materials science. It has been studied as a potential component in electronic device. Melanin is now going to be used like in batteries, which we knew all that. We heard that before. You see what I'm saying? And all types of electronic devices. But they saying that they're going to go ahead and get that melanin from plants and birds. Okay. All right. Like I said there and say, honey, you better start protecting your family. Start looking out, and making sure that your kids, you know exactly where your children are going and have their cell phones on. And if people, stop them, even if the ones that they know, don't even get in a car with them, because sometimes it can be your friends. Because you remember with this little young girl, I think it was like a little couple of years, we all was helping, trying to find this little girl, Kanika, what's her name? Kanika Jennings, how she was at a party with her friends at a hotel. And they say that she had got drunk, or I don't know if someone spiked a drink. And before you know it, everybody was looking for her. They found the child in a freezer. Now, how all of a sudden the child was missing and she end up in the freezer? That's the best place. If you want to preserve your organs, you're going to keep it in the freezer. And like I said, guys, I'm just the messenger, okay? All this stuff right here, all you have to do is Google it. Trust me, Google has a huge search engine. All this stuff right here is out there. Now, this one right here is biomedical application. Number four, this is what melanin is being used for. Melanin is being used for, let me see what this says. Biomedical application. Researchers are exploring its potential use in drug delivery system, tissue engineering, and as an image agent in diagnosis. Now, that's what melanin is being used. I guess something dealing, like with in a medical field. So this is something being dealing with the medical field right here. But that's just some of the stuff, guys, that melanin is being used for. So like I said, when you trying to go ahead and bleach it out of your skin, somebody's ready to zap it out. So all I can say, guys, is just make sure that you protect your protect your children, protect yourselves, because if melanin right now is on, is in a high demand, then where is they getting all that from? And I'm just saying, I'm just talking, guys. And all the information right there, all the information is out there. It's not like, somebody just have to make it up. Nobody's making up. Like I said, all we have to do now is start researching, stop taking other people's words. And right here is saying that cosmetic, which we knew that. I remember when I had purchased some lotion, and I was wondering why when I was putting that lotion on, my skin was getting even darker. Found out that it had melanin, yes, in some of that lotion, where it says tanning lotion, but this right here is cosmetic. So now you're going to see a lot of melanin is going to be used in cosmetic. It say melanin has been utilized in the cosmetic industry for its ability to provide natural pigmentation. It is used in products like foundations, concealers, and tinted moisturizer, like lotion, to match different skin tones and provide a more natural looking appearance. So, like I said, when it comes to melanin, melanin is going to be a very high demand. It's a multi-million dollar business. And also, like I had said earlier, in art and restoration. So they are using melanin as being used in restoration and conservation to recreate the original colors of ancient sculptures and artifacts. And I just talked about that earlier, how they going to take melanin, to restore some of those paintings, those replica paintings. And it says by replicating the melanin pigment found in the original artwork, restoration experts can bring back the vibrant color that may have faded over time. So melanin is used for a lot of stuff. And this one right here, optical devices, melanin light observing properties have been explored for various optical application right there for the eyes, to putting it, I don't know what kind of surgery or what kind of eye drops that they're going to go ahead and put melanin in, but it says that researchers have investigated using, and they still saying synthetic melanin. Come on, guys, in camera lenses. So it's going to be using camera lenses, light filters, and even artificial retining from vision restoration. So that retining, that's something dealing with the eyes. So that's what melanin also going to be used. And just think about it. Think about it. All this stuff that's going to be used, that they are researching, we already got it in. So they're not really researching it on us, because the melanin already in our body. Our eyes are dominant. You know, melanin is already in our body. So where, so it's not going to be used on us. So like I said, and I'm not trying to be racist, but we the lifeline to everything exists. And I know you guys don't want to hear it, because that's why I don't have too many people viewing. I don't want to hear her. She don't know what she's talking about. Like I said, God will use the foolish things of this world to go ahead and confirm the wise. You don't need a PhD for this stuff right here. All you need to do is sit there and stop being tickled ears and stroke and start doing your proper research. Because it's not that we need it, because the melanin is already in us. Why would they want to put more melanin in what we already have? Come on, guys, make it make sense. Unless you have vitiligo or something like that, and they're trying to put some more in, to try to get that color back. Now that's a possibility. And also environmental remediation. Melanin ability to bind and detoxify heavy metal has led to its potential use in environmental remediation. It can be employed to remove polluted and contaminated from water and soil, helping to clean a polluted area. So right there, environmental. Melanin is going to be used to sit there and clean contaminated water. Wow. So you're trying to say that when our body get into that water, we clean the water? Oh my God, if you're going to call us God, then what are we? We are God and goddesses. Lord have mercy. Now you see why we are counted like sheep for the slaughter. He that have an ear, let him hear. Now this one right here is biomimic. That's BIOMIMETIC material. Melanin unique property have inspired the development of biomental material. Scientists have attempted to mimic melanin structure and property to create new material with application in energy storage, water purification, and sensing technology. So melanin is being used for a lot of stuff. Oh my God. And that's right there. What it says is just a few. Guys, like I said, all you have to do is go and Google that information. Google all that information. It's already out there. It's not nothing that I'm making up. They even using melanin in computer chips. They saying researching using in different military armors, using it for space. In space, melanin is being used for a lot. And just think about it. We are birthed with all that. That's our natural gift. That's our blessings that came from the Most High God. But yet we was taught that to hate everything about us. You're going to need that melanin because we are getting closer right now to the end times where it's like I say, with the climate warming and all this other stuff, you're going to need all that protection, all that radiation, all this stuff that's going on out there. You're going to need all that. But like I say, when the sun hit our skin, it basks in our beauty. So, guys, all I can say right now, he that have an ear, hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. This is not something that I am making up. You guys telling me that, I need to go ahead and elevate myself. And this is what I'm doing. But like I said, guys, you have to receive it. Because this right here, this is real. This is not no joke. This is not something to just go ahead and sweep under the rug. So if they are out there doing research on melanin and saying that they get it from synthetic plants and birds, and we got the real deal that's in our body. They putting it in eyes, they putting it in cosmetic, they science and cleaning, purifying water with melanin, with something that's already in us. That's why I sit there and say, guys, love who you are, embrace who you are. Don't let nobody sit there and tell you what you're not, because they are out there plotting overtime about who you are, discussing you. I was not reading, I was watching a YouTube video how this black scientist said that when they have something, they don't even invite him because they don't want to know that when they invite him, they pretty much just talking about him, talking about his people. Like I say, guys, we are some silly sheep. We are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. We don't want to sit there and go and do the proper research. And like I say, everything now is at a push of a button. You don't have to go into no libraries. Everything is right here in the comfort of your home. But guys, isn't that unique to know that your melanin that's in your skin is like liquid gold? The reason why your eyes, the more darker your skin, the more darker your eyes is dominant. That's right there alone is telling you who you are. Your organs that's in your body is worth thousands of dollars. But the thing about it that we don't know it. We hate everything about us. That's why you're not going to find no one talking about stuff like this. You're not going to get too many clicks and likes and followers when you start trying to wake your people up to trying to tell you guys, look, You better sit there and you better step up, because while you out there buck dancing and letting these people entertain you, these people are working overtime on you. But they put all this little stuff that's in your way just to keep you to sleep, rocking you to sleep. And you believe everything that these people are telling you. You believe all that they are telling you. But like I said, now it's a time where you don't even blame them. You start blaming yourself. Because, like I said, when it comes to our people, they are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. But like I said, I don't think that they going to continue using synthetic melanin. And I was pricing synthetic melanin. Don't you know just synthetic melanin alone is worth almost $1,500? Go and Google that. Synthetic melanin. Let me see if I can go ahead and find it because I still have time. This is real, and to some people, oh, this is boring. Oh, this is boring. I need to hear some gossip. I need to find out what's going on with all this other stuff that's out there. Like I said, the ones that's sitting there listening to all that stuff, yeah, we'll listen to it. But like I said, we don't go ahead and indulge in it because these people, like I say, that stuff is coming to an end. Let me see if I can find this right here where they're saying that the cost of melanin, how much it is worth. Like I said, this is real right here, guys. I had saw somewhere where they're saying the cost of melanin is like, and that's not the real melanin. That right there is synthetic melanin. Let me see more values. See if I can go ahead and find it. But like I said, we sitting there watching all these entertainers start off dark, and before you know it, they white is all outdoors, bleaching all their skin. Let me see if it's going. I know it was something else, something where I went to. Let me try this one right here. I hope it don't take me directly to Facebook. I mean, just look at our celebrities. I mean, they start all black, and before you know it, they all white. And we copycats. We follow along with that. That's not the one I was looking for. And get out that. I think I might have messed up by going on that site. Let me see if I can find something else. Like I say, this is real right here, guys. Where I had saw melanin is worth like 15. Let me see, $1,500. I don't know what site I had saw it on. Trying to see if I can go ahead and pull it up. But if I can't pull it up, oh well. But trust me, the information is out there, guys. Like I say, Google have a very huge search engine. So when we start destroying ourselves, just think about all this. You destroying a lot. And like I say, ain't nothing new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. So this right here, this is. Let me see if it's gonna let me pull it up because I done pulled this site up right here. Hold on, let me see if I can add it to my screen. And guys, next month, I'm going on my journey, on my Weight Watchers journey. I'm gonna let you know. I think I'm starting on the 19th, and I want you guys, those that follow me, guys, the ones that's in the bushes, come out the bushes and help us to go on this journey right here. Yeah, so let me go ahead and pull this up right here. This is an update right here, but this is 2020. But the one I had found was really updated. But still, of all, it says melanin is worth over $500 per gram. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the synthetic melanin. That right there is a synthetic melanin. It says right here, in true melanin is currently sold from a variety of large raw material, whatever. And they say the cheapest melanin is available for sale is, and that's the cheapest, $511 a gram. In comparison, today is value of gold is only 53 grams, while melanin is more expensive today than gold. It says 10 times the value. Melanin is 10 times the value of gold. And we sitting there, we trying to go to the dermatologist and all these different places to get this taken out of our body. That is horrible, guys. Look at this. This melanin right here in the bottle. You can put all that right there in the bottle. Lord Jesus Christ. So as you can see right here, this is where our people at. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I just wanted to go ahead and share this, guys, with you. Thank you, Starbucks, for coming in, holding sister down as always. I just wanted to share this with you, but all I can say right now, guys, especially when it comes to all the kids that are missing, make sure you keep a watch on your children and tell your kids, just be careful. And if they getting in the car with somebody, just make sure that they have their cell phones on. And now these days, you don't know who to trust. You don't know to trust your friends, your cousins. You just don't know. But all we could do now is just, pray for our children, because that is just entirely too many people to be missing and to say that nobody can even track them down where they are. But like I said, they can if they really want to. So, guys, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out because this right here is my second live today. And you all be blessed. Make sure you go ahead and share these videos for more unapologetic content.